In a podcast land where thoughts collide, Brian and Craig will be your guide. No topic too small, no tale too tall. Tune in, laugh out, you'll have a ball. From mysteries deep to light-hearted jokes in a poker rhythm where laughter invokes. Untitled is their name, the fun untamed. Each episode a ride, this shows their claim. Untitled, Brian and Craig, get ready for a twist and a leg shake. In a quirky world where anything goes, join the ride as the madness flows.
It's touch and go. Could go either way.
And I was like, oh, I'm alive, I think. But there was a time where I thought I wasn't going to be alive this week because of my ailment, which was butt rot. No, it wasn't butt rot.
I hate when you get butt rot. I mean, it could
Yeah.
if you get advanced butt rot. I mean, forget it.
Oh yeah, no.
You're gonna
I
be
heard
bad.
you got advanced butt rot one summer. It was bad. You told me
Oh
about
man,
it.
I was out for like 3 months.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, they had to like air my butt out on a clothesline, which
Yeah.
is weird. It's kind of inappropriate, really, because it's just out there in the public.
It's true.
But you got to do what you got to do to get healthy.
Yeah, but the 80s were a weird time. We were all on cocaine.
It's true. Yeah, I was 11 when they ended, but I did cocaine throughout the entire time. So yeah.
Yes.
No, I was
everyone
11.
in
I was-
the 80s did cocaine.
I was 13.
As discussed by our episode where we accused that one woman of being a notorious cocaine fiend.
Potential alleged notorious cocaine
potential
feed.
alleged. That's what it was. Yeah.
That way we can have plausible deniability that we didn't actually do that. We said potential and alleged, so
Yes.
we covered ourselves legally.
We're what the law says, double covered.
That's right. Untitled is many things, but we do not leave ourselves liable to legal retribution. So that's good.
Yes. Also, I'm Brian. He's Craig. This is entitled "The Goose Warning." It's so red. It's so red.
It's so red, you guys.
It's so red.
The geese are already pulling the levers of government. It's how bad it's gotten.
What if? Now, hear me out.
I'm listening.
What if Trump was really 4 geese in a man suit?
I mean, I'm not ruling it out.
I mean, just saying.
It's possible.
Specifically, and plot twist, 3 Canadian geese.
Well, I mean, what other kind of goose was it going to be? It wasn't going to be one of those cool goose that have like those weird red pouches on the sides of their cheeks or whatever. It was
Yes.
going to be a Canadian goose.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. 3? Have you seen the size of Trump? Like 6 Canadian geese, I think.
Okay, you're right. It's like 6 Canadian geese. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
In a suit.
Yeah, he's a tall man. He is a tall man, yes. I forgot about that. I was laid out for a good 2 days this week. So
Yep, with a butt rot. So that's
with the butt rot, yeah. It was bad.
it's in work.
Kate was like, "Stop being a baby," and I'm like, "I'm dying. Tell the children."
Tell the children I love them.
And she's like,
What children? You'll figure it out later.
She's like, "You're stop being a child. Grow the fuck up." I'm like, "Okay, I don't wanna.
Are
I
you
want to be.
Are
Be
you
a
what
real
they
boy."
are you what the women use to consider us, like whenever men get sick that we turn into utter babies? Are you one of those?
Yes,
Oh,
100%. I am. I like to think I'm a strong Alaskan man with a big full beard, but like when I get waylaid, like
That's
I'm done. Like if society falls and I get a headache, I'm like, I'm dead. Leave me here. Let me die.
Go on without me.
Yeah.
Okay. I fight against that with every fiber of my being because, like, I don't want that. I hate that stereotype of men are such babies when they get sick. So I'm like, I'll do more. Like, I'll start cooking and I'm like on my deathbed theoretically, but yet here I am vacuuming the halls for some reason.
You're scrambling eggs and like just sneezing in it and shit.
That's right.
It's
extra runny.
flavor.
Yeah. Don't mind this. It'll be fine. Yeah. I have to dust.
Okay, I will amend that. I will say when it gets really bad,
Yeah.
I'm a child. Like when I get like waylaid,
Yeah.
like what I did,
Yeah.
I'm a child. But like most of the time, I just tough it out. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'll try to tough it out until it becomes too much, but then I won't whine or anything. I'll just go to bed and sleep for like 16 hours. But you'll never hear me. I will never ask for like special treatment. Can you please rub my temples?
I need to get a warm glass of milk.
I need some milk of magnesia. I don't even know what that does. What does milk of magnesia do?
It's supposed to calm your nerves and do gut stuff.
Gut stuff?
It's an
Okay.
old timey thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I only said it because it sounded old timey. But then I'm like, wait a second, I don't know what that's for. That might not be for butt
Yeah.
rot. I don't
well,
know what happened to you this week other than butt rot. But it sounds like you're about to head
Oh
that way,
no.
anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna go there. For the past few weeks, I've been going down the rabbit hole of new Game Boy games, like
Oh
Game
yeah,
Boy from the 80s.
sure. Why wouldn't you?
They are, it is a proving ground. There is so much cool things, like just crazy games. Like there's one called Shanty, and it's a open world, like top-down kind of Zelda game, but you're a pirate and your battles are heavy metal.
Yeah, I think you
And
told me about that on the air a couple of weeks ago, maybe. But
oh,
you
did
said
I?
that maybe I don't know. You've definitely told me. I don't know if it was on the show or if it was just us talking, but
Oh,
I remember that one.
yeah, that one's really cool. And then there's one called The Machine,
Ooh,
and
what's that about?
it's like a weird lifestyle simulator where you play this creature called Gert, and you're in this machine that like it's like kind of grungy and industrial, and you have to take like an aptitude test, and there's like a bunch of different endings, and you can end up like living in a group home with people named Toe, like TOE, or you could be a police officer and then ascend to the highest realms of government, and it's just crazy.
I want to
That
live
one's
with
really cool.
I want to live with people named Toe. That sounds great.
And then one of the other ones that I really like is Opossum Country. So it's a horror game
Oh,
where you're a pizza delivery driver, and you wander you like go to this creepy trailer park, and like all these people are like, we don't want you around here, and they're like, oh, okay, and then they're like, we all need to wait for our ascension, and you're like, this is a weird cult. And you go in, and you could beat it in like 20 minutes. You go in there and you find this church, and then there's all these possums, and you get a shotgun and you're killing these possums, and you're like, God,
no.
there's a lot of possums here. And they're like, no, you killed him. And like you see an opossum coming, like this body like splitting in half, and an opossum coming out of there. And they're like, we just wanted to be one with the possums. And you're like, what the fuck? So it's a religion where like people become possums.
Into
So
possums. Whoa. Well, first of all, why do you have to kill all the possums? What do the possums do?
because in the game kills you if you don't shoot them with a shotgun.
Oh, so it's kill or be killed by an opossum.
Yeah, they're rabid, I guess. I don't fucking know.
It makes me sad because I like
Wait,
opossums.
no, wait. Possums can't get rabies.
No, they cannot. That's right.
They're just crazed.
They just have the
Yes.
devil in them.
We just want to let everybody know listening that we are opossumologists.
Ooh, an opossumologist. I'm pro opossum. We are opossum forward in this podcast. So
All
we
right.
don't want, do not shoot them.
Yes. Because they might be your aunt. Anyways, moving on.
Who's to say? It's possible if they get in the right cult. Anything
Correct.
can happen. Anything can happen and probably will. So anyhow.
Yes. Anyways.
Anywho, this is before I start on what happened to me this week, which, dear Lord. Anyway, don't wear that shirt tomorrow.
Okay.
I can see him. He's wearing a shirt that is teal and gold.
Oh,
And
right. Yes.
right, yes. And
No,
Brian,
I'm
the
not.
Buffalo Bills will
Yes.
be playing the Jaguars from Jacksonville,
Yes.
who their colors are teal and gold.
I forgot to tell you, there was this whole discussion where I work. Is it Jaguar or Jaguar? Because
God.
apparently,
It's not Jaguar.
yes, but regionally, everyone here says Jaguar.
Oh, that's because
So,
they're dumb? I mean, I don't want to cast aspersions.
yeah, they just say Jaguar.
Well,
Like,
they're not
it's
dumb. They just
Jaguar.
don't know how to pronounce words. So Jaguar.
I mean, it's regional.
Jaguar.
Like, you know how the Pennsylvanians say yins and
Yes.
shit like that?
Only the Western Pennsylvanians, but yes.
Anyways,
Okay.
go on.
All right. So yeah, don't wear that shirt. Second of all, you need to root for the not the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers this evening, because if the Chargers don't win, and then the Bills do win tomorrow, which we are hoping and praying for.
Yes.
If the Patriots win tonight against the Chargers and then the Bills win, the Bills will be coming to Denver to play the Broncos in Week 1, and we don't want that.
We don't want that.
We want to avoid our teams playing each other for as long as possible.
Yes.
So you're a Chargers fan this evening, even though you'll be dead asleep and you won't care, but that's fine.
Yeah, I won't care. Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm a Chargers fan. Noted Chargers fan.
Noted Chargers fan. All right. This past week, quickly, the last weekend, Saturday, I took my daughter to the DU hockey game, It was a lot of fun. College hockey is amazing. Ever get the opportunity, I strongly recommend going. I should say the 10-time national champions, Denver Hockey. Anyway, Sunday, the Broncos clinched the first seed in the AFC and the bye this weekend, which is why I will be watching football and not be freaking out this weekend. I will be freaking out next weekend, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And then things started happening. Monday, my son, we took my daughter on a trip after she graduated and she wanted to go to New York City, so that's where we went. And then we've been discussing where my son wants to go for his after high school graduation trip because he's a senior this year and he's about to graduate.
Right.
And he's taken like 400 years of Spanish, so he's basically fluent. That's not entirely true, but it's much closer than I am to being fluent in Spanish. And so for a long time, we were considering going somewhere in South America. Either to like Argentina or Chile were the two places we were considering.
Oh, Chile.
Yes. And he was into that, but then he's not taking any Spanish this year, and he's become less enamored with wanting to go to Latin America.
Well, he's dead to us now.
Hey, no, I'm actually happy about it because, I mean, I'm sure going to Chile would have been very cool, but he's changed his mind, and he wants to go to Amsterdam now. And so that's where we're going to go. We're going to go.
Pot's already legal where you live.
What's that? I know. There's other things to do besides. There's other things to do besides marijuana.
Oh, what? You're gonna look at windmills and tulips? Get the fuck
Hell
out.
yeah, hell yeah. We're also gonna go to Bruges, Belgium, one day. On the way back, we're flying through Iceland Air. So on the way back, we're gonna spend 2 days in Iceland. So we made this decision this week, and we've purchased tickets. And so in May, I will be heading to Europe for the first time. I've never been to Europe before, so about stinking time. So. So I'm very much looking forward to that trip. That happened this week. And then I started a new career this week. That's a bit of an overstatement. I'm still working at the mortgage company. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I was about to say you're still a bean counter. Get the fuck out.
I don't count beans. I process them and then put
Sorry, you're a bean processor.
That's correct. I don't count. I just process. But I have one of these money earning apps is what I was trying to say. And it gave me this notification. It's like, hey, if you sign up to be a DoorDash driver and do one delivery, we will give you $100 American. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty good. So
that sounds good.
I went through like the 7-minute process it takes to become a verified DoorDash driver. And I did a delivery, and then they gave me $100. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I also kind of enjoyed doing the DoorDash thing because I can just sit.
So now you're a DoorDasher?
You can just sit and listen to your podcast in your car and tool around. You walk in, it takes like 2 minutes. You pick up a thing from the restaurant, and then you go and you take it to another place, and just deliver it and put it on somebody's door. And you get paid like $7 or $8 or whatever, and it takes like 14 minutes. And I'm doing things I was just going to be sitting in my room listening to a podcast anyway. So I'm getting. I mean, am I putting a little bit of wear and tear in my car? Sure. Am I making money? Yes. So this week I did like 14 or 15 deliveries. Just like I would go and do like one or two, like on a lunch break or something, just to get out and go do something.
Okay.
I kind of like it. It's kind of fun making a little bit of money that I'm just throwing into an account for Europe so that we have more money. Because I'm not really even doing it for the money. I'm doing it because it gives me something to do and gets me out of the house. Because when you're working from home, sometimes you just need to leave. But I mean, I'm not going to turn down the money either. So I'm doing that.
Okay.
But there is one thing I will not do, and that's what I did on Tuesday, which was they also have grocery store dashing.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Ooh, when I accepted the order, I thought it was just you go into the grocery store and pick up the things and then take it like you do everything else. No. You have to go in and like all the items in the grocery store, and then you have to like scan them into the app. And then if they don't have it, you have to like provide alternative options for the customer and then like wait for them to reply. It took 45 minutes, Brian, and I'm like, I hate this so much. And the best part is you also have a credit card that's attached to your DoorDash account. And I didn't really know how that worked. I didn't know how any of this worked. I was like, and they don't explain it at all. You just kind of have to figure it out. So like, I don't know how dumb people figure this out.
Stupid. Okay, continue.
So at the end, after you've like scanned every single item that you're going to purchase, and like this includes like just this dude wanted just bananas. So like I had to get the bananas. You have to scan them, and then you also have to write in how much they weigh. So like it can factor in exactly how much everything is going to cost for the credit card. After all of that, though, I had to go to the checkout stand, and I didn't know how it worked. And it was, I don't know, it was like 9 o'clock at night. And so I do what I always do. I mean, you have to go to self-checkout. So I start scanning all the items because, of course, that's what you're supposed to do. And there's the one lady who's like 87 years old who works at the
Right.
King Soopers that I went to, who's just sitting there watching me do all of this and not being super helpful because that's generally how self-checkout works. You do it yourself and they just
Right.
look at you and make sure you're not stealing. And I get
Right.
to the end and I go to check out and I use their credit card and they're like, you must first load it. I'm like, what does that mean? It means
Yeah, what does that mean?
what it means is that you have to scan a barcode in the app on the self-scan, and that like puts in every single item that you're purchasing.
Yeah.
And then it just tells you how much it is, and then their credit card covers it. So I'm like, oh, can I get this all removed from this scan? The lady just kind of looks at me with cow eyes, like, well, I need to purchase it, but I'm doing a DoorDash, and she just looks at me like, I don't know, I can't comprehend the words that are coming out of your mouth. She's like, let me get a supervisor. And it's 9:00 at night and nobody's around. So she like pages somebody. I'm like, screw this. So I step over to the next register and I scan the barcode and then I hit pay and everything. And then everything freezes up. I'm like, what the heck? Mm-hmm. So now I have screwed up 2 of their 6 open registers.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, turns out there's 2 barcodes that you have to scan before you hit pay now. You have to scan one barcode and then the next barcode. And it froze up the second terminal. And so, I mean, if you're in for a pound, you're in for the whole thing. So I move over to a third register and I scan both of them and then I pay with the red card. I'm now using up half of the registers for the entire store, 2 of which are still locked up because she's waiting for the woman who still hasn't come and it's been like 5 or 6 minutes. So I pay with their card that they give me. And I get the receipt, and I walk out with 2 registers completely tied up with transactions that shouldn't even exist. Wow. And I walk out the store.
Wow, Craig the asshole. All right.
I know. Well, I was like, I'm really sorry about this, but I'm on a time limit. I have to get out of here. I can't wait 20 minutes for your boss to show up. And so she just looks at me and like, I mean, it was dead. It was 9:00 at night. Nobody's grocery shopping at that point, so they were fine. But I did feel kind of bad that I'm walking out of the store having used up half of their, and still, a third of their registers are tied up because I screwed up twice. So so I'm not going to do any more grocery store ones because those suck. The other ones I might do a few more. It's kind of fun. So anyway, so that's my new gig. That's my new.
Just make sure that you don't hear the voice of Satan and start killing people in between DoorDashes. Like that one delivery driver. I don't know if you heard about it.
No, I didn't know. This
basically what happened is this guy, he was like a DoorDasher or an Uber, and like he would hear so he started his day and he took someone, and then he heard the voice of Satan tell them he should kill him. So he killed this person, dumped their body, and took another Uber fare and didn't kill that person.
It was an Uber or DoorDash.
The next person, or I can't remember. It was one of those things. And anyways, he killed like 3 people. He killed like 3 people in the span of a night.
Wait, was he killing his customers or was he killing?
Yeah, he was just killing his customers.
Picking up Uber people and then killing them. Oh, that's nice.
And then one of them, he just saw some person. He went to get gas and like killed someone in the woods and. Yeah.
Just kind of he'd had it with society and he decided people needed to die. It's like Falling Down Uber version.
Wow. You are the first person I have heard in a long time to actually reference that movie.
Oh, Falling Down's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, that movie probably came out like the 90s, huh? It's been a minute.
1993.
So anyway, that was Tuesday, Brian.
Okay.
Wednesday, we made our triumphant return to trivia, and for the 3rd consecutive time, we won first place.
Hooray!
And yay! And our team name this time, Yes Indeedy.
Love it.
Yep. So that's what we did. After that,
Thursday.
I have a thing for every day this week. Thursday, I'm just working from home. My daughter is at her school thing that she does. I get a call from my wife like, you need to go pick up Ellie. She's not doing great. I'm like, okay, I can go pick her up. And then as I'm getting ready to the house, I get another call. Like the people at the school said that they're worried about her and they're going to call 911. I'm like, okay. And so I'm driving over to her school, and right as I get there, there's an ambulance, and they're loading my daughter into the ambulance.
Oh no!
I know. For the second time in like 6 months, my daughter rides in the ambulance. So that's expensive. Yay. I'm like, my daughter's a little bit of a hypochondriac, so I was like, she's probably just doesn't feel super great. Turns out, they run all these tests. They do all of these things in the emergency room. We think she just had some cramping and it caused her to feel a little lightheaded. I'm like, oh, good. I'm so glad that I get to pay $3,000 for an ambulance ride in an emergency visit room to prove that she felt a little bit yucky. But they released her.
At least it wasn't butt rot.
She did not have butt rot. Yeah, they did do a test for butt rot, and it was touch and go there for a while, but it turns out she didn't have it, so that's good.
Where the majority of the money comes from, is the butt rot test. They always do the butt rot test.
Yeah, they'll do a butt rot test even if you just come in to like visit someone. Then it's like
Yeah.
$1,200. So yeah, that is a thing. But she's fine. She was later like eating ice cream that evening in our house and feeling just fine. And I'm like, why did they call the hospital? Why? I mean, I guess you'd rather them overreact, because if like she did have like some kind of life-threatening emergency and they're like, yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that'd be bad.
fine, and she dies because they don't, that would be bad. That would be worse
She's
than just
fine.
going to the hospital.
Meanwhile, there's a pentagram of blood on the floor, and she's floating in the air, rotating.
Yeah, she's
speaking in
probably
tongues.
okay. Yeah.
She's fine. She'll
They
walk
did a
off.
test for that.
Walk
They
off.
did a test for that. It turned out that she wasn't in a
Oh, yeah.
pentagram
Demonic
hovering as
possession.
well.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they did the whole
Demonic
demonic possession test and the butt rot test. I mean, these tests.
Okay. Yeah, they're out of hand.
Yeah, it's bad. So anyway, but she's fine. She's good. Then yesterday, it snowed overnight from Thursday to Friday. And so there was not a lot of snow, but like more snow than they were anticipating. So they hadn't gotten the trucks out. So the roads were apparently, I mean, I work from home, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently the roads weren't very good, because about 3/4 of a mile away from my house, my wife got rear-ended by somebody. Now, rear-ended makes it sound like it was a violent crash. Someone tapped into her at like, it was a love tap at about 5 miles per hour, but it was enough to damage several door panels on the back, like the I don't know. But she was rear-ended, which means their insurance is going to pay for everything. So,
well, I will say this: the drivers in Colorado are dog shit. Not as bad as Utah, though. Not as bad as Utah, though.
The problem with Colorado is that like 74% of the people who live here didn't get raised here. They're like from Texas and California and Florida and whatnot. And so they don't know how to drive in it. So those people kind of, and then they've all come from different driving cultures. And so nobody knows the way to drive around here. So everybody drives like a different way. And it's a melting pot of driving cultures, which causes all sorts of issues. But anyway, so my wife was fine. The car has a few dings and scratches. It'll probably cost several $1,000s to fix. But again, not my money, not my insurance. So I don't have to really worry, other than the fact that my wife's car will be out of commission probably for, I don't know, 2 weeks while they fix it. But right now she's just driving it around because it's not undrivable or anything. So we just have to get a quote and then get it fixed. But here's speaking of like me not wanting to fall into the stereotypes, and so trying really hard. Brian, the person who crashed into us was an Asian woman, and
say no more. Move on. We're moving on. We're moving right along. We're moving right along.
No. I'm going to say I do not think all Asian women are bad drivers. That is not the point I'm trying to make. But don't live into the stereotype. Is all I'm saying. I'm sorry. No. I'm here to defend Asian women. They're not all bad drivers.
Right.
It is.
And
that
Saturday.
Is what happened.
What happened Saturday? Wait, no. This is
Today
Saturday.
is Saturday, Brian.
Shit, that's right.
I'm not going to say anything racist. I promise, Brian. I won't.
I'm trying to cut you off. Let me tell you about Asian women. No, Craig, no, please. Stop.
I love them. Stop. They're great. They're great.
Do you? Do you, Craig?
I don't love them. I just think they're great.
All right.
Okay. And then Saturday is now, so that brings you up to date on my week. But my week has been.
That brings us to. I'm gonna tee this up for you. And that brings us to.
Oh, he's doing it.
Ah.
Yeah. I cut you off. Do it again. I'm not ready spiritually because you need to do it again. The system is down. Right.
Radiation leak at the nuclear power plant.
Press that button. What are we doing?
A deep cut. That's a deep cut for those who I
didn't get it. I'm not.
God! So there's a group called Starbase 109 or something like that.
Okay.
And they have a song called "Radiation Leak at the Nuclear Power Plant."
Okay.
And that's literally all they say is just radiation leak, and it's like a funky little beat.
Okay.
It's a good song.
Did you get my reference of the system is down?
I did. Yes.
Oh, good. So you're a Homestar Runner guy.
Yes, that was also a very deep cut.
Thank you.
I also am a fan of Teen Girl Squad.
The ugly one.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anywho. All right. The news. Begin our news with a very important update, Brian.
Is this that Hill guy?
No. It's even more important than that, Brian. This has been a saga. Altadena, California, Brian.
Oh! Continuing coverage
of the 550-pound bear.
Which may or may not be a portal to another dimension, but
it's altogether possible. Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. So, but anyway, our bear friend, I think his name is like Yellow 2010, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Brian, he has been evicted from an Altadena. He is no
We
longer
love it.
living in the basement rent free. There's an organization in California called, and I did not make this up, but it makes me very, very happy, Bear League.
Mm.
And
Okay.
their entire purpose is to get bears out of places that they shouldn't be in. Like an 8-hour drive north of Altadena, and they sent 2 of their representatives, Scott and Rob, down to Altadena to assist our
Okay.
friend Ken Johnson, who is now, this is the 3rd news story we've done on his bear.
Yeah.
And Scott is a maniac, Brian. He was able to get rid of the bear. Here's what he did, Brian.
Okay.
He crawled down into the crawl space where the bear was living.
Well, nope.
Right? Yeah. He did this with paintballs in a paintball gun full of vegetable oil.
Okay.
So he's
Intrigued.
in the crawl space. He starts making lots of loud noises and shooting the bear in the butt with paintballs filled with vegetable oil. This sounds like a way to die. How did he die? Well, he was shooting a bear in a crawl space with vegetable oil paintballs. This made the bear uncomfortable. He kept shooting it in the ass, and the bear decided, I'm getting out of here. So he crawls through. There's actually a video of him emerging from the house, and he looks like he is in a big hurry to get out of there because he does not like getting shot with paintballs. And he runs away. They then put on an electrical mat outside of the hole where the bear had been coming in and out from.
Mm-hmm.
The bear did try to come back. He got a nice little shock, and he has not returned since.
Thank God.
So, Bear League, they know what they're doing, and they're crazy.
Can we just talk? Can we just talk about how this is a common enough problem that they need a league to do it? That's all I'm gonna say.
They have an organization with the coolest name ever. Hi, I'm Scott from Bear League. Let me get down into your basement. I have this paint gun. What could possibly go wrong? But
And
hey,
that was the end of Scott.
You know what? Problem solved. Another satisfied customer. Bear no longer living in his house. So Ken Johnson, I'm sure, is very happy, and he doesn't have to deal with bears. Now, apparently, the bear did like tens of thousands worth of dollars of damage to his home, like messing up gas lines and all sorts of things. So
Right.
Ken has actually set up a GoFundMe to fix his house from the bear problem. So, I mean, if you feel like pitching in $5 or something, feel free. I'm not going to, but if you want to, you can. So our next story comes to us from a place where our show last week had a story. Birmingham, England, Brian. Home of people showing up for fireworks shows that don't exist.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Once again, the people of Birmingham, maybe they're just not bright. I don't know. But,
Did they show up for another thing that didn't exist?
They did not do that. But they did freak out this week, Brian, because the sky turned pink in Birmingham,
that
England.
fucking happens every day.
No, I mean like super bright pink. And here's what happened. There was a snowstorm, which is a thing that can cause like light to get captured.
Okay.
And so people were like freaking out, like calling the police and like, what is going on? You know, thinking the aliens are coming or whatever. Apparently the soccer stadium in Birmingham had these grow lights that were bright pink, like super bright pink, trying to get the lawn to grow a little bit better. And those lights were bright enough, and they got caught in like all of the atmospheric conditions to make the entire sky in Birmingham look super bright pink and weird. It was freaking everybody out. And so everybody freaked out, but only because the sky was pink. I guess I might freak if there are photos, if I can find them again. There are photos of it where the sky looks intensely pink, and that might freak me out too. So I probably wouldn't call anybody. I'm just like, oh, that's weird. I guess the aliens have finally come.
They're weak. Moving along.
So the sky was pink. And that happened in Birmingham. So I don't know. I just think that's weird. 2 more stories. Our next one comes to us from Arlington, Texas, in the Clarendon neighborhood.
I know exactly where that is.
Do you? I doubt it. Maybe.
No, I don't fucking know.
I didn't figure you would, but I'm just telling you. I'm giving you the details that make it sound like it's a real story.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, continue.
Because it is a real story. A man. This is a business neighborhood. This was a 7-story building, office tower. Excuse me, a 4-story business tower. So not that big, but still. A man jumped up on a fire escape and climbed to the top of this 4-story building. Potentially, the details are rather sketchy. Potentially suffering a rather serious panic attack, and this is what it caused him to do. He climbed up to the top of the building and started yelling loudly and repeatedly, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, in a panic on top of the roof.
Where's
Freaking-
RoboCop when you need him?
I know, freaking out.
Sorry, he was probably legitimately having a
He's probably having
break.
some kind of break, but this is how it manifested itself. He started yelling 6-7 really loudly from the top of this building.
I'm telling you, this is a virus.
It is. Fire and police were called to the scene, and they climbed up and they rescued him in a bucket and brought him down, took him to a psychiatric hospital for some evaluations. He was fine. He was rescued. I don't know. They didn't, HIPAA and whatnot. They didn't give any kind of details on his actual condition. But if you're climbing to the top of a place and panically yelling 6-7 over and over again, I'm going to go ahead and say you're not well. So
yeah, well,
his name was not given, but I do wish him well, and I hope that he doesn't chant any numbers from any buildings in the future. So
yes, and thank God RoboCop wasn't there.
Yeah, RoboCop, that could have been the end. If this had happened in Detroit, forget about it. It would have been a problem.
His hands gone.
No reports on whether or not he was doing the hand motion in addition to yelling it. He may have just been yelling, and either way, great. So. And our final story, and my favorite story of the week, Brian.
Okay.
Bavaria, Germany.
Ooh, Bavaria.
I am not a shepherd professionally. As we've discussed, I am a DoorDash driver. And also, I do a little bit of mortgage on the side.
Yes.
Wait, scratch that. It's the other way around. But either way,
yes.
The thing I do not do is any type of shepherding of sheep. And
yes, you are not.
No, never have been.
Shepherd.
I'm pretty sure. I know you well enough where I think I can say with confidence that you are not a shepherd either. But I will double check.
I've dabbled.
You dabble in shepherdry.
I don't.
Neither of us are shepherds in any capacity, and yet I can say with confidence that this dude is a bad shepherd. Like,
where did he shepherd these sheep?
Well, it's not so much where did he shepherd them as where did he not keep them from going, Brian.
Okay.
And also, it was 50 sheep that went astray. It seems like a lot.
Not a little bit of sheep.
How many sheep would one shepherd be in charge of? Because this
story, 50.
At least 50. But it says a group of about 50 sheep escaped the herd in Bavaria. And they went into a town called Bergsen in Bavaria. And about around 50, and there's a video of this, around 50 sheep or so went into the supermarket, Brian. They just all started they
just needed to get some milk.
They were just intrigued. Apparently, they were distracted by acorns. This is the official story in the news.
Amazing.
And they went off the path, and then they just went into the town. They found a grocery store, and they're like, "Hey, they're sheep." So, like, if one goes in, where we go, one we go all. We are sheep. They all entered the grocery store and started causing a ruckus, as sheep are wont to do when they're inside of grocery stores.
Everyone knows that sheep.
Yeah,
you know how the old saying goes, don't let the sheep in the supermarket.
You can't let the sheep in the supermarket. Nothing good will come of it. I mean, you can have one sheep maybe, but once 50 of them all get into the grocery store, it's going to be a problem. So they started eating snacks. They started pooping. They started breaking things. Well, the aftermath photos of the person walking through the store, it looked like a hurricane went through.
That's actually kind of amazing.
It's incredible. So
I'll have to look at that.
They were there for a few minutes, and then they left. And then the shepherd found them, and he's like, "Hey, when I arrived, they were already out of the store, and now they're back with the flock." He said, "Nothing about like, oh crap, this is a big disaster for the store, and I'm responsible."
No harm, no foul.
Hey,
no harm, no foul. Too much flock.
The sheep are all fine, so I'm good. Yeah. So there was just an issue this week where 50 sheep walked into a store. It sounds like the beginning of a joke, but it's just something that happened.
Yeah.
So 50 sheep walk into a supermarket. I don't have a punchline other than holy crap, they destroyed everything. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
But that's what happened.
Everything's on fire.
Yeah, basically everything's on fire. It's just wherever sheep go, disaster follows. So I'm Craig, and that is the news.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story. So you remember when you came down here, we went to Canal Side and went to the Buffalo Naval Park?
I do remember that. We took our picture with lots of large ships.
Yes. So apparently it's haunted.
Cool. I did not see a ghost when I was there, but I wish I had.
Yeah. So according to this, people have heard on one of them, on the USS The Sullivans, that I think it was like the mid-sized one. Apparently, you can hear footsteps unexplained footsteps, and they say it is one of the Sullivan brothers' spirit looking for his other brothers.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. Another one is about a group of Girl Scouts who were staying in there. They woke up to find all the pictures in the museum, because when you go in there, there's a museum
Okay.
kind of thing. All the pictures were broken on the floor, and that's what woke them up.
What? Wait, why were Girl Scouts sleeping on the boat? Do they have like?
You know how they do like sleepovers in museums and shit?
Sure. Oh, so they did something like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so they had Girl Scouts
Yeah.
just sleeping on the boat.
Yeah. And apparently, if you try to take a picture of the Sullivan brothers in the museum, George Sullivan, the one they believe is the spirit roaming for his brothers,
Uh-huh.
does not come out. Like it's all fuzzy.
Oh,
Spooky.
that's cool. He just doesn't like his picture taken.
Yeah.
Never did. That we said about
Apparently,
George.
there's another one. There was a naval officer, because when we went there were people dressed up as naval officers.
They were dressed, or were they naval officers, or they just dressed up like it?
I think they could have been both. I mean, they could have been former naval officers and then donate their time and their. But
Sure.
anyways,
Stolen
they
dollar.
approached one of those people to ask questions about the ship, which he answers, and they were correct and all of that. While they were on the tour, they looked for that officer, but they were informed there was no officer on that day. And they looked
Yes.
at a picture, and they're like, "Hey, that was the guy."
Was it George?
No, it wasn't George.
Oh, that's too bad. He hasn't worked here in 58 years.
Exactly, right?
That's cool.
So one more. The Rolling Hills Asylum in East Bethany, which we sent our reporter there during Halloween
Okay. Oh.
early in the morning, and all the video they took,
Yeah.
they got scary things, like people saying "get out" and I don't like you. And one of them they asked a question, and so apparently there's a room where this nurse was who was married and was very, very proper. So if you're a man and our photographer is a guy,
Mhm.
he walked in and he had to say, "Hey, I'm coming in." I mean, it's all this shit. And so they were interviewing the lady, and they picked up on the mic. Can the man leave? So
What?
yeah, shit like that. Like voices, shoe streaks, shoe squeaking, shit like that in this asylum that this lady owns. So, and they do like sleepovers and stuff. It's been featured on a few like ghost hunter type stories. So,
What kind of maniac wants to do a sleepover at an insane asylum? Like a potentially haunted insane asylum.
dark tourism, man. That's all I got.
Okay. I'm not that into that, I guess. Not my thing.
Yeah. You just wanna go to Amsterdam and get ripped and and look at tulips and windmills.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Tulips and windmills. I probably will skip on the getting ripped part since I'm there with even if I
That's
wasn't.
right.
I'm not really much of a druggie, but
That's right.
Doesn't
Except for that
sound
time in
great.
the 80s when you did cocaine from birth to
Oh, right.
1989.
It was the 80s.
Yeah.
It was a different time, Brian. That's not a druggie. That
Right.
was just called being alive in the 80s. You had to.
That's right. You just mix up your cocaine and your milk. There you go.
That's right. That's how they did it. That's how they taught them to do it. Like when you're leaving the hospital, like this is how you take care of your baby. In the 80s, it's like, no, this is how much cocaine you put in with the formula. And that's
Exactly.
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
it's medically guided, so it was all fine. Like they told you how much you
Yeah.
were supposed to take. Like you don't want to give the baby too much cocaine because like we're not monsters here. But you do need to give them a
Exactly.
little bit because it was the 80s.
That's right. Yes.
So you had to have the right mix. Yeah, you
Correct.
don't go crazy with the cocaine. Like the kid doesn't need that much. They just need a little to get through a day in 1982.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know.
So there's that.
Anyways, there's that. So I got one.
Oh, you've already got a pitch. Okay, I'm ready.
I got one.
Okay.
Okay. So it's gonna be a movie.
Yes.
It's going to be an animated film.
Okay.
And it's going to be about a bear who's a DoorDash driver.
I like it already.
And he's about to it's gonna get better. He's about to get evicted from his basement apartment.
Okay. I
Okay,
mean,
so-
I get what you're putting down. I'm
Yeah, so
excited.
so that's his motivation. So he's doing DoorDash, and he does like other things too. Like he's got an actual like job, but he's doing DoorDash on the side.
Okay.
And he had a series of bad investments. You see.
Yeah.
And he clearly did not listen to us. Take the annuity.
Right. Diversify your
your
portfolio.
stocks, bonds.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
He didn't do any of that.
No, of course
So now
not.
he's doing okay. He'll so throughout the movie, he realizes he's gonna be okay. Like he's gonna be all right.
The
Like
bear's gonna make it.
Yeah, that gets us in the door. That just gets us in the door.
Okay.
But apparently the kind of bear that he is, like people are like racist against the bear because you see,
He's a black bear, Brian.
no, he's a sun bear.
Oh, come on. My
He's a
joke was
sun
better.
bear.
Joke
That, I
was
mean,
better.
I heard it and I just was like, nope, moving on.
Did I tell you that the woman who rear-ended my wife? Did I
Did
tell
I
you
tell
about
you
that?
she was a black Asian? No, I'm just kidding.
They prefer the term Blasian, Brian.
um,
Stupid.
stupid. By the way, we are not in any of all right. We are not in one of those people. We're just
We're not. No, we love everyone, right?
yes, except for
Except for
Nazis
white people. Oh, I was gonna say white people, but yeah, Nazis.
and
Okay.
Nazis.
Yeah.
And anyways, he's doing these DoorDashes,
Sure.
and so
As bears do.
yeah. So one of the DoorDashes he does, he goes to a weird trailer park, and everyone's like talking weird, and there's like a lot of possums, and he's like, I gotta get out of here. So he leaves, and then he looks outside, and he's like, oh wow, the sky is really pink. I wonder what's gonna happen. And then a gang of evil geese come down, and he's like,
Soup?
gotta like protect his like DoorDash delivery from these geese
Nice.
because during the pink sky he's going by an office building and this dude is yelling 6-7 6-7, and he's like, oh shit, wait a minute, this guy is the guy that ordered this pizza. So he goes up there and this dude screaming 6-7, he's trying to calm him down while also just give him his fucking pizza.
Yeah.
And and then he ends up having to deliver like some spicy curry, like some tandoori chicken curry to like who we think is like a night guy in the museum. And he's like, well, someone paid for this order. And it's like, well, no, nobody by that name worked here, and they haven't worked here for decades. And he's like,
That credit card hasn't been used since 1942.
yeah, like what are we talking? Like, what's going on? Like, and then as he's leaving, he hears, "Thank you." He's like, ah, and then his final DoorDash is 50 sheep in an apartment building order something, and they're causing a ruckus.
As they do.
And so he's delivering them like 80 million vegan cheeseburgers or whatever, like crazy cheeseburgers. And he's just like throwing cheeseburgers like ninja stars.
That's all the sheep in the apartment building.
Yeah, and then it gets then towards the end he ends up, and it turns out that his he gets in and he puts his check in the slot, with the money. He puts a check in the slot of his live-in landlord. He's like, finally. But his landlord was sitting there waiting and starts shooting him in the ass with a paintball gun at the end. And then it turns out they arrest his landlord for being a racist.
Yeah. He's a black bear.
Bears.
I make Brian so uncomfortable. I love it.
I was like, oh, like I know what you're doing, and I was like,
I know you know what I'm doing. Everyone knows what I'm doing. That's the point.
Yes, I know what you're doing.
I'm not saying it's okay to be racist against black bears. I'm just saying that people are, Brian.
That's true. Yeah, people are racist. Black bear racism is a thing. Don't be racist against
are
black
just
bears.
as good as polar bears. There's no, well, there is some difference.
Oh, this is gonna be
They're all bears.
Gonna be really bad though. When I was in high school, there was a black bear terrorizing the town.
Oh no!
And where I grew up, and my dad shot the black bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
your dad hated black bears. Is what you're saying?
Well, we hate the black bears when they're tearing up.
They start start killing and terrorizing the village. That's fair.
Anyways,
okay, very good.
Moving on.
United Colors of Barrington. United Colors of Barrington. We just have
there you go.
All different kinds of bears holding hands together.
Yes. What was it? What was that? Hold hand holding thing in the 80s or whatever it was. Like,
We Are the World? Or no. Hands Across America.
That's what it was. Hands Across America. Yeah. I was trying
Bears
to think
Across
about
America.
That. Yeah, Bears Across America.
And they're all different colors, Brian. It's not just black bears. It's polar bears.
There's purple bears,
brown bears, green bears. It's like a Grateful Dead poster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We like that.
Look, it's great. It's wonderful.
We love it.
All right. You kind of took what I was going to do, sort of. My movie is going to be called Pink Skies at Night.
Okay.
It's just normal day across the world until sun goes down on this one particular evening. I don't even know if it's going to be a specific day. Maybe it should be January 6th because bad things seem to happen on that day. And That night, the sky just goes pink, like across the world, and no one can explain why.
Okay.
Something not for everyone, but there's like a band of people, maybe I don't know, like 3 or 4% of people that apparently once the sky
Mhm.
turns pink, it makes them go crazy, like and do wild things.
Okay.
So all across the world,
Okay.
there's these stories coming in. Like people are climbing up the tops of all kinds of office buildings and just yelling 6-7 as loud as they can. But like thousands of people
And
are
the
doing it.
cops just can't shoot their hands fast enough?
That's correct. Yeah, RoboCop, he's like deputized people across the world, but there's just not enough RoboCop deputies to take care of the business. Like the hands cannot get shut off quick enough. And as soon as they shoot them off, like 3 more people climb up to the top of the building
Like,
and
their
take
hands
the place.
actually, their hands just pop back, they just come back by budding, like, pop, pop,
It's
pop,
like
pop.
T2, where like the liquid goo kind of comes out and just new hands
Yeah.
show up. Like, yeah. Yeah. So there's just people doing that. Shepherds seem to be particularly vulnerable to the pink sky virus. And so sheep,
Pink sky virus.
basically all shepherds across the world, because how many can there be, like 12 left in the whole world?
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I guess there's probably more than that.
Right.
There's still
I'm
rural
sure there's
places that
more.
have sheep. Yeah, yeah. But basically
Yeah.
all shepherds are basically rendered completely ineffectual. So sheep are just going everywhere. They're going to grocery stores. They're
Yeah.
going into malls. They're going into office buildings, and they're just destroying everything. Like the sheep are they're just sheep. The pink skies don't really affect them, but because the shepherds are no
Yeah.
longer in play, they're just running amok. And sheep are just causing problems everywhere. So like basically it's a sheep virus as well as just the people virus, because like now sheep are everywhere. Places you wouldn't
Ooh,
expect,
the
like New York
sheep-pop
City. The sheep apocalypse?
sheep-pocalypse.
Harder to
Sheep-pocalypse.
portmanteau that than you would think.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
kinda tricky, yeah.
Yeah, so sheep are everywhere. People are climbing up the
Yes.
top of buildings. Bears start emerging. Apparently, there's more bears in people's homes than you would think. Like, they're very
Yes.
sneaky. These are like ninja bears that have just been living there for years and no one even knows it because they're ninjas.
Yeah.
But the pink skies caused them to start emerging. So suddenly there are ninja bears everywhere, Brian. Also raising havoc. They're eating sheep because there's plenty of them all around. Like
Right,
it's just
that makes
carnage.
sense.
Like there's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
They're eating people. The ninja bears, the pink skies make them crazy, Brian. Like it's like cocaine
just
bear,
go
but even
insane.
worse. Yeah, they're just
Oh,
going
no.
mad. Yeah, it's just a wild time to be alive for just this one night. So bears are going crazy. 40% of all humanity decides to sign up to be Door Dashers. So the streets are just clogged and everybody's trying to deliver things, even though there's not that many deliveries on DoorDash, period. People are just waiting for like the
Yeah.
deliveries to come in. And like, so the road rage is increasing and there's ninja bears and there's
Oh,
sheep
no.
everywhere. It's basically the end of time, Brian. Everything about it is bad. Ghosts are getting from ships. They're just starting to walk the streets and like scare the ninja bears, which makes them even more crazy. The sheep just kind of ignore them because they're like, it's just a ghost. I'm a sheep. I don't care. What do I know? A
Yeah.
ghost is just as scary as a bear, as a shepherd, as a grocery
Yeah.
store. Like, I'm just a sheep. The sheep are basically invincible or invulnerable to the virus, but because they're everywhere, they're just causing problems. So it's just basically chaos for one evening. And then the rest
Mhm.
of the movie is just like the weeks and weeks of cleanup afterwards. Because there was just one night where the skies go pink. And maybe we call it the night the skies went pink. So we just get to see the carnage.
Ooh.
And then we get to see the world trying to pull back together as millions have died as a result of the pink skies.
And they're
And
just
there's never-
like, "Oh, yes."
Yeah, and there's never any explanation as to why the skies went pink, why it made everyone crazy.
Just weird
why
stuff.
why so many people lost their fingers in the 6-7 battles, RoboCop battles. There's
Yeah.
there's handless people everywhere that all climbed. And the thing is, the people that all went crazy, like not everyone went crazy. Like I said, it was only like 4 or
Mhm.
5% of the population. But the people who went crazy can't remember that they went crazy. And there was no like,
And there's like, "Where are my hands?"
exactly what happened. Can you imagine waking up and your hands are gone? And you don't know that's because RoboCop shot them off because you're on the top of the building saying 6-7.
True.
Because why would you know that? But that's what
It's
happened.
true.
So yeah, so that's what happens, and then the world eventually gets back to normal, but they never forget. And so anytime the sun starts going down, and there's even a little bit of pink in the sky from then on, it
Oh, so
causes
there's like
it's
PTSD?
like panic. Yeah, total PTSD. So no one can look at a sunrise or sunset anymore because of just the trauma that a pink sky brings. So that's mine. Mine's not an animated film.
Okay, that one's probably better. That one sounds like like it was, what was that movie? 2012?
Oh yeah, the
Like,
disaster movie.
Kinda
Right.
like in that vein, like it's a disaster movie, but more people are like, it's more about like picking up and recovering.
It's the recovery after the disaster as well as the disaster itself. And then just people trying
Yes.
to look for answers that are never found because it doesn't make sense.
That's right. Yeah, because you have pirate ghost ships and ninja bears.
Yeah, you got to look out for ninja bears. That's always a problem.
True.
As long as
You
they're
know
not
what you should
living-
always look out for? The correct usage of Q-tips.
You definitely should, because if you don't, a ninja bear might come out from your
Yes.
basement and tell you how to actually use it. And if you do not want to be corrected by a ninja bear, because
You do
they are
not,
not
no.
nice. They are not
They are
nice.
not
They will
nice.
scare you because you don't see them coming because they're ninja bears, and they're like, "That's not how you use a Q-tip, jerk." And they're
Yes.
very caustic and mean.
Yes, and
So-
they'll cause thousands of damage to your crawl space.
They will.
Thousands of dollars.
You don't want to deal with that. So, in order to avoid crawl space damage and to be insulted by a ninja bear, probably the best plan is to take that Q-tip box before you start using the Q-tips, Brian.
Yes, before you start.
You should really critically read the back of the Q-tip box to make sure you're doing it right, because otherwise you will be corrected by a ninja bear, and
And that's bad.
I can't describe to you how bad it is. And so, just to avoid that, and also just so you make sure you use the Q-tip right, you should always read the back of the Q-tip box, Brian.
You should always read the back of the Q-tip box, or lest you be accosted by ninja bears.
Like ninja bears, don't want that.
Yes, the accostation.
The
just gonna leave that out.
accostation.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh God,
Always
that's
read.
so bad.
Always read the back of the Q-tip box, please.
Always read the back.
Untitled with Brian and Craig is produced and edited by me, Brian Dunnigan. It is also hosted by me, Brian Dunnigan, as well as Craig Dodge. Opening and ending themes are created by AI, so nobody has license to those.